Welcome to Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation. This podcast was created for the boomer woman leaving corporate, and now you're looking to reinvent yourself, become an author, an entrepreneur, a podcaster. Well, each episode will leave you with clarity. You will come away with the yes, I can and yes, I will reinvent myself mindset. So come on, let's do this. I'm your host, Margot Levette. This episode comes to you from Media Package. If your time is precious enough to be a podcast guest, don't you think your content deserves a chance to make maximum impact? Expand your reach? Media Package. Details are in the show notes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Another episode, Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation. You know, we hear so much about collaborations, and so many of us really don't know how to leverage collaborations. We think that it's just rushing to a bunch of people, hoping that we can get some energy and synergy. But today's guest, she really is going to tell us what it's all about. And she is hosting an event that is not going to just tell us what leveraging collaborations are all about, but she's going to show us. So let me present everyone to the one and only Information Diva, Ms. Deborah Thorne.
Well, good afternoon, and thank you so much for having me.
Oh, I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, let me make sure I get this correct. We are about to talk about the Leverage Conference, so I have to set it up. The Information Diva presents the Leverage Conference for Speakers, Authors, and Entrepreneurs 2020. That's a mouthful, but you are going to give us a mouthful. You are going to change lives. So, Deborah, can we start out with just the definition of leverage? That word, it does so much. Give us your definition, please.
Okay, so the definition that we're using, and I want people to really kind of grab hold to, is networking plus collaboration equals opportunity, and that's leverage. What I can do over here in my corner by myself and what you can do in your corner by yourself is nothing compared to what would happen if we collaborate together and build an opportunity. You know, Tyler Perry put into words what I felt all along. His quote goes something like, "While you're asking for a seat at the table, I'll be down in Atlanta building my own." And too long we have asked, begged, pleaded for a seat at somebody else's table. And I'm saying, no. Grab hands with somebody and build your own table, build your own platform, build our own opportunities. Yes. That's leverage.
I love the fact that we are building our own tables, but we're doing it together. Everybody's coming to the Leverage Conference for Speakers, Authors, and Entrepreneurs. That's happening because everybody's bringing what they do. And we're looking for opportunities to learn from each other, connect with each other. I think that you're probably opening up that know, like, and trust, correct?
Absolutely. When we get a chance to spend some time with each other and we've got people who can actually show us, many of us have great ideas. And the subtitle to the conference is "Created and They Will Buy" is not a strategy for success. So I don't doubt that we don't know how to create our widget, or we all know how to do our widget. We all know how to do our talk. We know how to write a book. We know all of that. Now that you have it, now what? How do I get it out in the marketplace? How do I create a platform around these things? Who else will help me? And our thing is, come to the Leverage Conference, come learn from the masters, come learn from people who have done it, meet other people. You remember that networking part. Network with folks, collaborate, and create your own opportunities. And I like to say to folks, and invite me to your opportunity. I want to participate as well.
Yeah, I hear you. I like that. And that's part of networking. You're coming for an opportunity to invite someone to participate with what you're doing. I think I'd want to inject and make sure everybody knows this is not one big selling frenzy either.
Oh, absolutely.
Please elaborate on that.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so first of all, this is our second conference. We did it last year, a group of people in a room, back in the days when we could go to hotels. And one of the comments that I got after the conference let me know that I was really on target. When a woman who I've known for years, well known in our community, came up to me and said, I've been to hundreds of conferences before, but never have I been to a conference where I got so much information and nobody asked me to buy a thing. And that's it. This is not a sales fest. Nobody will be pitching anything to you. We have a program book where our speakers and authors and all they will have their offers or things that they want to present in the book. But the people coming to the stage are coming to bring information. They're coming to make your life fuller, to add something to it so that when you walk away, you've learned some things. When you walk away, you've met some new people. When you walk away, you've got some collaborations ready. And as I said, networking plus collaboration equals opportunity, and that's leverage.
You know what a weight you've taken off of the shoulders of people who want to attend the Leverage Conference. And the next question will be exactly what date is the Leverage Conference so people can put it on their calendar. But you've taken a weight off of the people who want to attend off of their shoulders, because so many times we attend these great events and everybody and their brother and their mother is selling. And it's so draining. It really is. It is a distraction, and it makes you just want to get the heck up out of there as quick as you can. So, Deborah, give us the dates. It's not a one-day event. You are fully immersed into this Leverage Conference.
Okay, so we've grown from last year because last year it was one full day and we were really proud. But this year, with all the stuff that's going on this year it's 2.5 days. It runs from December 3rd through the 5th. And like we like to say, in real time from the comfort of your home or office, and that's code for virtual, you guys. But we're doing some things differently than other people are doing. We're using Zoom because that's the platform most people are most comfortable with, and we don't want technology to be a barrier. But we've also figured out a way to serve breakfast in our networking breakfast. People are going to get actual real food. And we're having an awards luncheon where we're going to be honoring two leverage legends. And lunch is being served, real food in real time.
Wow. I love that. This is so thrilling. Next question is, how much are those tickets? Because I want people, now we know what dates are involved. Now we know that this is a well thought out conference where you are going to have breakfast. You are going to have lunch. You are going to have speakers. There are going to be authors. There will not be that heavy duty, everybody buy from me, overhanded, over my head type of selling. So tell us, what are the price points? Where can people come in from the lowest to the highest, and why each? What is included with each price point, please?
Okay. So, as one of my mentors told me a long time ago, only poor people are scared to talk about money. So, let's
Mm-hmm.
try that money talk. Okay. So it is 2.5 days of lots of learning, lots of opportunity. For the 2.5 days, attending everything, our all access pass is $297. Our VIP is $397. But the special thing about the VIP is that it provides a ticket for a young person, a young entrepreneur to attend the conference. That's what that extra money is for, and to be used only for that. Okay, so, and I know, let's be real. Some people are listening and they're going, $297. Trust me, this conference is priced appropriately. We've got lots and lots of value in it. But if that's not where your budget takes you right now, we've got some free events that happen. So we're doing an author showcase that features a dozen authors, and it features a first time authors panel where people will be talking about what it means to be an author, what it takes. Because, it's been said each of us has a book inside of them. And so we explore that opportunity. And that's free and open to the public. Okay. No cost for attending the author showcase because we want to expose people to authors. We want to expose the authors to a wider audience. So that's one free thing. The
Gotcha.
second free thing we do is Friday night. We have a happy hour and a merchant showcase. So we've got a DJ coming that's going to be dancing and partying. We're just going to have a really good time. There are going to be some games, some prizes, and then we have some valued merchants who will be sharing with you what they have to offer. And I'm really proud to say that we have a teenage entrepreneur who will be sharing her wares and her story as to how at 17 she has become an entrepreneur. And remember the students that we talked about that would get the tickets from the VIP tickets, those are students in the Entrepreneurial Institute of the Urban League. Okay, so if you're able, if you want to, if it sounds like the right thing for you, we promise that the value is there. We're really proud that last year, of the people who were interviewed after the conference was over, more than half gave us 10 out of 10 points, with 10 being the highest.
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, they gave us 10. And 100% of the people said they would recommend the conference to a friend or colleague. So we're building on that. We built even bigger and better than last year. We're like really working hard to make it an experience that starts actually before the conference. As soon as you sign up for the conference, good stuff starts happening coming your way. And that's what we're working toward. My goal is that you do a couple of things. One, you forget that you're on Zoom, okay, that we make it so entertaining, so lively, so whatever, that you forget you're on Zoom. Two, that you walk away with a plan of action and a collaborative partner so that you can execute your plan. When those things happen, then we will consider it a success. What my goal is to have people say, wow, that was amazing. And that's what we're looking to have happen.
I know that it's going to happen. Virtual. I mean, you are laying that thing out and you're not making it age specific. There is something here for everybody. So my next question is, who are the speakers? Because I think off the mic, you told me about a couple of people coming through there that are pretty big names. And when we say that we can learn, we come to learn. Tell us about these two speakers that are definitely going to open up some windows and some doors for us in our minds.
Okay, well, we're really fortunate because we have 2 days of speakers. So the day that you're talking about are our master presenters. We have a day of masters. And Jim Packard and George Campbell are some of the speakers headlining. Now, this is the age of Google. So Google the two of them, but you'll find out that Jim Packard and George Campbell have put together a program they call the, watch it go. Here we go. I love it when you go blank. I can see it. It can't. Consistency chain. Sorry about that. Went blank for a second. Okay. The consistency chain, where they teach that if you take one thing and do it consistently and over, they talk about the difference between the 80% and the 20%. 20% of the people understand things one way. The other 80% of us struggle with that. And you wonder why you set a goal and then can't reach it. Well, they'll be talking about that. We also have Donna Smith Bellinger, who in my world is the queen of sales. Okay.
Uh-huh.
She makes selling make sense. Okay. And all of us know that we know how to create our widget or whatever. But too often I hear people say, but I'm not good at sales. Well, Donna is not only good at sales, she's good at teaching sales. And if she can get me to get on the phone and make a sale, she's somebody special. Jackie Lappin has speakertunity. So she's taken the word speaker and opportunity and put them together for speakers. You know, you have a good talk, a signature talk that you want to get out to the world, but it's no good if you don't know how to get it out to people and legitimately do that. So she brings that to the table. Hudson Etienne is not only my friend, he's been my accountability partner for years. He has a thing called Get Your Books Right, where he teaches us not to keep our receipts and stuff in a shoebox, that there is an affordable way to have a bookkeeper on your team. Um, Angel Cade will be talking about the foundation of business. You know, what is the business system that you should have? Should you be an LLC, or should you be a corporation? Should you be an S corp? How do you get all those papers filed? You know, because once again, generally entrepreneurs in particular, but authors and speakers as well, we know how to do what we do, but we forget the business side. And she brings the business side. My good friend and the host of this show, Margot Lovin, will be talking about all things podcast. Why is having a podcast important to an author, to a speaker, to an entrepreneur? And if you don't have your own podcast, what makes you a good podcast guest?
Yes.
Why will people invite you and invite you back? Let's see.
One more, Deb. Just give us one more, because
I only got one more. Okay.
There's one other person that we definitely need to talk about.
Casey Eberhardt is the king of networking. This man, I met him when I purchased his program, 149 Ways to Get Leads. Okay. And he breathes and speaks this because that's the lifeblood of any business. So I think I covered everybody.
No, you haven't covered everybody. We want to know, who is the Information Diva? Then we will have covered everybody.
Okay. Well, you're going to have the opportunity, or better still, let me say, I'm going to have the opportunity to share with you some of my philosophies about business and how to get things going along the way. I work with clients helping people, primarily women of a certain age, go from employee to six-figure entrepreneur. So we're going to be talking throughout the weekend about those steps that it takes to do it. I'll be presenting my signature ICE program, which is Imagine, Clarify, and Execute. And so this whole time is having us imagine, how big can it be? You can have it as big as you want. Each one of the speakers is going to bring you the clarity of steps that you need to take. And then it's going to be up to us to figure out the ways to execute it. So the Information Diva will definitely be there in full effect. After all, I am presenting.
That's right. That is right. None of this would be, we wouldn't be here at all. We would not be able to mark our calendars if it weren't for you. And I have to tell everybody, the work that I've seen this lady put into this project, this Leverage Conference is off the chain. It was fabulous last year, but she's expanded it. And yeah, she's debunking and letting you know, she's getting right in your face. If you build it, they will not come. Now, what are you going to do about that? You know, I feel like, period, point blank, you built it, but you better move and come to the conference so that you know what to do with what you've created. I just have to say, I looked at Jim Packard and George Campbell, and I sat here thinking, I know those names. I read the book. Oh my, that book. I took it on vacation, and Deborah, I read it while I was on vacation. That book is a game changer. It's a game changer.
These guys are game changers. George Campbell has appeared on 60 Minutes, and he is in the Speaker Hall of Fame. And Jim Packard ain't no joke either. We're really honored to have these gentlemen be a part of the conference. But I'm going to tell you, everybody, on the Friday before, we have different workshops and speakers are presenting. And not to throw anything against them, they're all good. Otherwise, they would invited to the Leverage Conference. But on Saturday, the day of our masters, there's a reason that these people are called masters. And, one of the things that Margot always talks about is investing in yourself. And I can honestly say, I bring you these masters because I have personally invested my money in each and every one of them. Okay. I think they're the best because I've already paid them to do stuff. So I'm just encouraging people to come out, get the information,
Yes. Yes.
figure out where you're going, and let's all, network, collaborate. Let's create some opportunities,
Yes.
okay? Because that's leverage.
You say that we are the goal for everyone, and that should be to come away with a partnership and a collaboration, that you have partnered with people and you come away with a collaboration. That is the goal. That is saying more than words can ever say. Deborah, the Information Diva presents the Leverage Conference for speakers, authors, and entrepreneurs. Give us those days once again, please.
Okay, that is December 3rd through the 5th. And, again, from the comfort of your home or office. But I'll tell you, we've even, I told you we worked out a way to serve you food live. We have worked out a way. You know how when you go to conferences and you kind of meet people in the hallway and you want to have those side conversations?
Uh-huh.
We have created a platform for you to have those side conversations, even. We really tried to think of everything. And, to be really honest, things will probably never go back to the way we remember them being. We're going to
Mhm.
go forward. And we like to think that we're on the forefront of how we're going to make this, and the word I hate to use anymore, pivot. In these unprecedented times, and pivot are two phrases that I could just be over with and done with. But that's exactly what we had to do. We had to take this conference and say, you know what? The women and some men who are bold enough to come, who need this information, who want this information, how do they still get it at a quality level? Because what we're after is quality. And
Mhm.
so I really encourage you, if you want to learn some new information, if you want to gain some new skills, figure out some people to connect with, find ways to collaborate and create a new platform, a new place. That's leverage. And
It's
we invite you
leverage.
to come.
What I'm coming away with all of this, just in I hear you say, let's not keep accumulating, don't come and just accumulate information. It's time to implement it.
Oh,
We
absolutely.
gather so much like little squirrels. We gather way too much information, don't do anything with it. We don't reach out to people afterwards. We don't have a vision for that information that we gathered at the conference. So I hear you saying, oh, those days are over.
Absolutely over. And so, what we're asking people to do is to walk away with a plan of action, something that you can actually take step by step. You know who you want to talk to, you know who you've met, and just make it happen. That's the important piece.
That's it. That's it. Now, where do we get the tickets? That I don't know why I left that for last because that is major. Where do people get the tickets?
Okay, so you can go to theleverageconference.info, and it will tell you more about the conference and tell you how to click and get your tickets. The tickets are also up on Eventbrite, the Leverage Conference 2020.eventbrite.com. And if you have any other questions or anything, you can always reach me by going to text Diva, the word Diva, Diva, to 21,000. That's text Diva to 21,000. And that's all things Information Diva.
Wow. You've given us 3 ways to purchase those tickets and to have questions answered. So, wow. What else can I say? Deborah, take us on out. We have about exhausted our time.
Well, I just want to invite everyone to please come and check out the Leverage Conference. I promise you won't be disappointed. And you know how the kids say, get in where you fit in? I would that everyone would do a 397 ticket so I can treat you all as VIPs and we can send more kids to the program. But if not, come in at 297 for the standard access. I guarantee you, you will be pleased by the things that happen. And if that's just not in your budget, hey, join us for 2 evenings for free at the Author Showcase on Thursday evening or our happy hour and merchant showcase on Friday evening.
Wow. Sounds good. It gets back to what you said and what I definitely always know. You got to invest in yourself. And you're about to, you are giving us information on so many different levels of business. So, wow. As always, it's hard for me to close out another episode because I'm looking forward to the Leverage Conference. I really am. It's going to be a great, great event. And I am definitely going to, people are going to get tired of hearing about it as I keep blasting it out throughout the month of November and, even the day of December the 3rd. So without rambling on, I'm Margo Levette, her business, her voice, her conversation. Thanks for joining us today and stay safe, wash your hands, wear your mask. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode right here. All right. Bye-bye now. Stay safe. Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you so much, Margo.
This episode is supported by podcastacademyonline.com. Learn to podcast at your pace, built for adults and busy entrepreneurs. Podcastacademyonline.com. I want to thank you for listening to Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation. Couple of things that I want you to do right now. Go to my website, pick up a copy of Her Business, Her Voice, Her Reinvention, how I went from game show hopping to international show host, author, and speaker in 1 year. Number 2, please freely listen to each and every episode. Share them out with your family, friends, the men in your lives. And then number 3, get in contact with me, one of the experts that have been on the show, because I want to make sure that you reinvent yourself. I'll be back next week with a brand new episode here on Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation.